Lane 8, Poland, Monika Romaszko. She owns a personal best of 23.22, and she's very much in the medal conversation tonight. Lane 7, Greece, Polyniki Emmanouilidou. She ran 22.85 this season, and she is a genuine contender for the podium. Sofie Prepens of Germany in Lane 6. She won her semi-final, and she's arrived here in outstanding form. Scarlet Kaddari of Italy in Lane 5. The defending champion, and she's many people's pick to take gold tonight. Delphine Nkansa of Belgium in Lane 4. She also competes in the long jump later tonight, but right now her focus is right here. Lane 3, Poland's Nikola Horowska, a seasoned sprinter with the experience to trouble anyone in this field. Pamela Losange of France in Lane 2, already a 4x100 meters relay medalist at these championships. And Lane 1, Hungary's Boglárka Takács, the 100-meter silver medalist here, the fastest woman in this field on the season coming in. She will be absolutely determined to go one better tonight and bring home gold. Prepens locked in, completely still. Eight women, one title. The tension in this stadium is real right now. Every one of these finalists has earned her spot on this track, and the margins are going to be razor thin. There's a breeze out there tonight, not ideal conditions, but it won't stop anyone from running hard. It's the bend that sorts the field early, but it's that home straight where championships get decided. Blocks are set. The crowd goes quiet. This is what they came for. They're off. Kaddari fires out of the blocks, and she is moving around that bend, surging hard into Prepens' lane. Prepens is trying to recover from a sluggish start. Takács on the inside is running a terrific race. Kaddari leads into the straight, but here comes Nkansa storming through the field, eating up ground with every stride over that final 50 meters. Nkansa wins. Belgium takes gold in 23.31. Delphine Nkansa crosses, and she knows it. Arms wide, head back, pure joy from the Belgian. Takács takes silver by just 0.02 of a second, and Polyniki Emmanouilidou claims bronze in 23.41. Three women separated by 1/10 of a second at the line. Belgium has its gold medal, and this crowd knows it. Nkansa is in tears. The scoreboard confirms it, 23.31, gold for Belgium. Takács picked up 100 meters silver at these same championships, and now she's got her second silver medal of the meet. Emmanouilidou came into the 100-meter final as a favorite and left without a podium spot, but she's made up for it right here in the longer sprint. Look at this. Pamela Losange makes a beeline straight for Nkansa, and these two are clearly great friends. A big embrace, a genuinely warm moment between competitors. Losange had her own medal ambitions tonight, and it didn't happen for her, but she's the first one over to congratulate Delphine. That right there says everything about the spirit in this sprint community. Gold for Belgium. This is the first gold of these championships for Belgium, and it's a historic night for the nation. Delphine Nkansa delivered it in 23.31 on the biggest stage of her career. She's only the third Belgian woman ever to win a European Under-23 title, joining Pauline Coquette and Renée Akins, who took gold in the 400 hurdles and the 800 in 2019 and 2017 respectively. Nkansa's name goes on that list tonight. Emmanouilidou takes a moment to compose herself. She came into the 100-meter final as a favorite and walked away without a podium finish, so bronze here in the 200 means everything to her. She'd raced so many rounds with heavy legs, and she delivered when it counted. Nkansa is still beaming, composed now, soaking in every second of this. The crowd is still with her. Back to the replay and the skirmish. And in slow motion, this race tells a completely different story. Watch the gun reaction. Kaddari is quickest out. She's up on Prepens almost immediately. Her first steps around that bend are aggressive. Prepens, by contrast, comes out sluggishly, and she's already giving up ground in the first 10 meters. On the inside, Takács finds her rhythm, and she's moving beautifully through the curve, sitting in lane 1, maintaining excellent form. Now watch Nkansa in lane 4. Her start is controlled, not explosive, but her posture through that bend is exceptional, staying relaxed while others are working hard. Kaddari comes off the bend still in front, and at the 150-meter mark, she genuinely looks like the winner. Here's the moment that decides everything. 70 meters to run, and Nkansa is fifth. Watch what happens next. She shifts gears and starts picking off runners one by one. Takács is flying on the inside too, closing down Kaddari, but it's Nkansa with the superior kick in those final strides. She goes past Kaddari, past Prepens, and she just nips Takács at the line by 0.02 of a second. Nkansa was fifth with 70 meters to go. She won by 0.02. That last 50 meters was a different race entirely. Nkansa was fifth at the 150-meter mark. Fifth. That's where this race was actually decided, and it wasn't decided by the leader. Scarlet Kaddari came out of those blocks like she owned the race. Lane 5, clean start, she drove hard around the bend and hit the top of the straight in front. At that point, everything the pre-race conversation had predicted was playing out on schedule. Kaddari, the defending champion, doing exactly what defending champions do, controlling the race from the front, making everyone else solve the problem. But Kaddari's strength is her first 100 meters. She's a front runner who needs clear air and a lead to defend. What she got instead was Nkansa in lane 4, and Nkansa doesn't need the lead. She needs the last 50 meters. Watch the bend and you see the technical difference. Nkansa runs through the curve rather than around it. Her posture stays upright. Her hips stay high. She doesn't fight the turn. That's not an accident. It's the kind of curve discipline that allows a sprinter to carry speed into the straight without burning the legs to do it. Kaddari, by contrast, had already spent energy getting to the front. Takács in lane 1, tucked on the inside, was running efficiently too, building steadily rather than leading. 3 completely different approaches to the same 200 meters, and the one that looked least likely at 150 meters turned out to be the winning one. Takács deserves more credit than the result alone gives her. She came into this final as the fastest woman in the field on the season. She'd already taken 100-meter silver at these same championships. Lane 1 in a 200 is a difficult draw. You run the full bend without the benefit of seeing your competitors. You can't gauge where you are in the race. Takács handled it about as well as anyone could, and she still came up 200ths short. 200ths. That's not a race she lost. That's a race that was taken from her in the final stride. She'll be back, and the conversation about her starts all over again at the next major. Emmanouilidou at 23.41 for bronze is a performance worth sitting with for a moment. She'd gone into the 100-meter final as a genuine contender and left without a medal. That kind of disappointment can hollow out an athlete mid-championships. Instead, she came back in the longer sprint and found the podium. That's a different type of competitor. Prepens in fourth at 23.52 ran a solid race, but a slow start on a night where margins are this tight is a race essentially decided before the straight begins. Kaddari, the defending champion, finished sixth in 23.63. She had the best start, held the lead longer than anyone, and still ended up outside the medals. That tells you something about how fast Nkansa was closing. Historically, a 23.31 at European Under-23 level puts this performance in real company. Nkansa becomes only the third Belgian woman to win a European Under-23 title, joining Pauline Coquette and Renee Akins. Belgian sprinting at this level has been building quietly, and a 200-meter gold in a final this competitive is the clearest signal yet that this is a program producing athletes who can win, not just compete. The depth of this final matters too. 6 of the 8 women finished between 23.31 and 23.63. That's a 3200th spread across 6 athletes. European women's sprinting right now is not a 2-horse race. Nkansa also has the long jump on her schedule. An athlete competing across 2 events at a major championship and winning one of them isn't a curiosity, it's a statement about physical depth and competitive range. The best sprinters in the world tend to be sprinters. Nkansa is something slightly different, a multi-event threat who can close a 200-meter final from 5th place with 50 meters remaining. The next test is senior level competition, and the question is whether that finishing speed, that specific gear she found in the last 50 meters here, holds when the field gets faster at the front end. Based on what she did tonight, there's no obvious reason to think it won't.